a super secret invite.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go, Mom.
Fire.
Koi.
Beautiful color.
The most fish. Actually, I have bubble head. I love fish makes me look stupid, and I'm terrified of fish.
I also have a head of french
Yeah.
fries too.
Oh, love it.
Period.
I'm actually surprised this is the first time I've seen Zendaya.
Thank
you.
Oh my god, I got her signature.
Wait, no. Wait,
Oh
hold
my
on.
god.
What's this?
After the Dune press tour, I'm shocked I haven't seen more. Even challengers.
I don't know. I was busy when June was out. I tried to study chemistry.
No, it's fair. I was just like,
Thank you.
one of the only exciting press tours of fashion I've seen for a while. But Beetlejuice is serving some looks as well.
Yeah, all in Jen.
For me, thank you. All right, do you want your next slide?
Oh, no.
You ready?
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, so the mood board was inspired by KOI vision, element of fire. The KOI stands for knowledge, optimistic, and iconic. The vision in KOI is known as my personality and my passionate and loving life. Now, what is the meaning vision in KOI? Vision technically means seeing through the future of becoming a luxury designer by showing optimism towards her team and through her instructors, getting the knowledge to become an iconic fashion designer. In KOI vision, there are 11 elements. Elements that I chose was fire element. And the orange represents for self-esteem, self-expressive, and inner strength. And I believe fire element as my term one is a great choice.
Next slide.
So for my center front, my number one skirt would be a pretty sewn with elastic waistband originally, and it has a slight gather on top to make it flow. And then for the criteria, a mini gathered skirt with a band sewn with invisible zipper on the back, and it added some pockets. The skirt is a skirt with a stitched rounded pockets on the front has gathered medium weight laces, giving an asymmetrical skirt around it. And it also saw lots of laces coming up on the band as well. It includes some 4 to 5 loops on the waistband. It has a snatched jeans button, and it includes a denim zipper on the front. And now for the criteria. Skirt with a stitched rounded pockets on the front, includes some 4 to 5 loops, and it includes some invisible zipper, which is in the back as well.
Do you have like the fly zipper in the front for your denim zipper?
Yeah, that's only for original though.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have some sample for you guys. Includes some.
Let me see this for one.
4 and 5. It includes some denim and
I will still check that out.
Oh my god, it's marvelous.
And then for the skirt 3, as a skirt without a pocket. Skirt punch with 4 to 5 grommets located in the front to have a good access. And it's sewn with a 2 gathered on the bottom. And it includes some 4 to 5 loops on the waistband. And that's only for original. The criteria was a skirt with pockets, and a skirt with invisible zipper on the back, and a suit gathered twill on the bottom of the skirt, and it includes some 4 to 5 loops on the waistband. And then the fire skirt number 4 is a suit with an invisible zipper on the back of the skirt. It also has flared fabric below the seam of the skirt. And then for criteria would be suit and invisible zipper at the back of the skirt. Include pockets on the front over here, and a flare gathered below the seam. And then the final one, number 5, a skirt that has rhinestones displayed around it. American suit below around the skirt, and a skirt suit with elastic waistband. And for the criteria would be a skirt suit with an invisible zipper on the back. We also included from the pockets over here. It had some rhinestones and marabou below the skirt and the waistband.
Okay.
And I chose this prints to represent fire. And then the last line.
Okay. No, I'm good.
Sorry.
No, my apologies.
And these are my samples.
Okay.
Awesome.
So can I just clarify what you mean when you have criteria, like those things that you would adjust to meet the criteria?
Yeah, so not a lot of them actually. Some of them are both kind of technically connected. So
Yeah.
for skirt number 1, it originally has like elastic waistband.
But you would compromise that
Yeah.
to meet the criteria.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have any belt loops.
No, but I like
Okay,
the
but you like
collection.
to have belt loops.
Yeah.
Okay.
To
Okay.
make it myself.
So what are our standout options, do you guys think?
Can you go back?
Okay. I can't zoom in on it, I haven't figured out how to do it on this option, but
I like the ruffle on the bottom of it.
this one, number 4. Yeah.
It only needs one zipper, it's doing 2 zippers, that's a
Oh,
lot.
no, not 2 zippers.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no 2 zippers.
So you
There's
can
only
do the fly front zippers, where you
Yeah.
compromise them for invisible when you go
one. I would rather
criteria.
have the invisible zipper.
You don't want to do the fly front, okay?
Yeah, no.
I like these even for your color combos. These seem to be very cohesive, and I'd say this is my top 2 for like moving forward with this.
I think that's a
Yeah. You're using the same pockets either way, so we get that. You're doing a like ruffled hem, which is fun. So you get like your base skirt. You still have your darts in, which is good. You could do princess seams if you wanted to like not have to worry about all your darts hitting the same length.
Okay.
And then yeah, you have a facing on the inside, I'm assuming, and you have your patch pockets. Your pockets kind of pull out. Are you going to add volume to them so they do sag away from the body? Or?
Oh, I wouldn't say folio.
Well, I'm meaning like if you do it like a flat square, they lay flat. But if you put a little bit of like an angle to them or volume, you can have it so there's a little bit.
Okay,
there.
I would rather do that then.
Yeah, there's
I
just
feel like
lots of-
folio would look nice. Because with the vibes with the ruffles skirt as well.
Yeah, or you were implying that it was higher on the inside and it draped out to the edge. I'm just curious with your illustration.
Oh. Is that a question or?
Well, like, so you either sew your pattern higher here and it
Oh,
falls down.
yeah.
Or you have like it opening a little bit with some, like, either you cut it to a square but you sew it pinched a little and then it kind of opens like a
Oh, so like, are
cowlick.
you drawing it so it's supposed to be like this?
Yeah,
on the top?
like you see, you notice how
like jean
yeah,
pockets?
it's jeans pockets.
So
So
like that.
So those usually go into the side seam.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I illustrated them.
No, that's fine. So I'm going to show you one alternative to that is that if you have a princess seam in your skirt here and here, what times we'll see people do is they will do their pocket in that princess seam. And then it's just like sewn flat in.
Okay.
It's less top stitching for you, and then your darts are handled in that seam. But if you want it to just be floating, because then you come into the point where you need to mark your corners on your pattern and transfer and sew the symmetrical
Yeah.
squares on top.
Yeah.
So that can just be a lot of different things that could misalign. But when you do it here, you just have notches for where they lie in, you have this pre-done and it sews in. So that would be like a compromise for you here, that would turn into this seam here and these blending into your, like, here. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah, and so this doesn't have to be what the top looks like. The top can actually be this all one color, and then the interior is that this back piece will come to match here. Does that kind of make sense? So you can do it like a patch still that falls into the seam, or you can do it like,
Oh, if you were to do that, you should do the back part here like this piece black.
Probably,
like just to contrast with it, because you got the fire,
Yeah. So it's up to you.
or like a solid, like the darker
But drafting
red
wise,
solid color.
we can move forward because you can change if this goes on top or below. Like
Yeah.
we'll still be drafting the same shapes.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Do you want this one the most, or do you like
This was actually my
first choice?
first choice.
Great.
And I'm glad I
I
didn't
choose.
chose it.
I'm gonna take a picture for Samantha, and then we're good. So we are almost at lunch anyway. I will have you guys. Who's done their skirt completely? Your sample skirts? Yes, we have some. We're not totally done. So maybe what we will do is I will actually look at what Sanaya told me to do, and then I will take yours. This was supposed to be a little shorter this morning, so my apologies, everyone. So we have until 2 p.m. to continue finishing the skirt if we need. We do not need until 2 p.m., fairly certain. So at 2, I'm supposed to have you guys start pattern making your skirt designs.
So can we just start that now?
I am going to show you 2 more small naps. It's sewing on a curve. And then you get to start your draft. Like, yeah.